Another random coping mechanism that I've found to work for me is vision boards. Now, I've never actually made a vision board, like a physical vision board, and I've never even learned how to pin on Pinterest. I think I did one time by accident or something, but when it could be when it's time to sleep or through the day, or just when I feel like I need a reminder of like what I'm doing, why I'm here, like why I keep trying to fight to get through to another day, I look up stuff like, you could look up like just anything that you want in your future, like dream house, dream car, dream pets, dream family, dream career, dream everything. Like, I don't remember what I already said, so I'm gonna stop giving examples, but like, I'll go on Pinterest, like the most random things too. You can like I said, I don't have an actual physical vision board, and I know I should because I've heard how beneficial they really are, and I can understand that because I mean, anytime you would look at it, like you can be reminded, okay, this is why I'm working so hard. This is why I'm fighting so hard to get through each day. This is why I need to stay hopeful. I need to stay inspired. This is why I have a reason to look forward to the future, because these things all are attainable if you apply yourself. And that's why vision boards are, I hate to call it that, but that's what it is, because I don't have the physical one. But like, I'll go on Pinterest, I'll search like whatever dream home I'm looking for, and then like the outside of it, and I'll do that for the daytime, like a picture of a house in the daytime. I'll do it for a picture of a house in the nighttime. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Then there's front yard, backyard. There's all kinds of different things you can look up just to keep your mind busy and distracted on your goals that you have in life, the things that you want, and the things that you can have. And I know a lot of people will be like, well, I know I'm never going to get that, and be real helpless and hopeless about it and negative. But there's no need to be pessimistic about it, because it is attainable if you apply yourself. And I'm a hypocrite because I haven't gotten there yet, but I really hope that I get myself there. But regardless, it gets me through the day each day. And that's the only thing that I have to hold on to anymore, because like the past few days have been so rough, and like it just keeps feeling like I get happy about something and then it gets taken away like not too long after, and things are just too back and forth, and just so much that's like, do I have a reason to look forward to tomorrow, or any day in the future for that matter? So now I'm trying to like look ahead, I'm trying to think of plans, I'm trying to like meet people, do that kind of stuff, you know. But honestly, I just kept thinking to myself, like, do I really even have anything to look forward to? Like, I felt like I didn't. And then I remembered this vision board idea, which again, I don't have the physical one, but that's when I'll go on Pinterest and I'll start looking up like the dream house, the dream car, the dream, just everything. And then once you like, you can go so detailed into it. Like, you get to your dream house, like I said, you could do like daytime, nighttime, front yard, backyard, like deck, pool, whatever you want. Then you can also do each room. And like, I start like screenshotting them and just saving them into albums. I really need to clear my phone through and go through all that, but that's what I've been doing. And once you even like, say you're looking up like bedroom or kitchen or whatever you're looking up, living room, you find one you like, but then even after that, you can go one step further. You can think, okay, what color walls do I want? What kind of flooring do I want? What kind of decor do I want? What is there a theme of the house? Is there a theme of the room? Like, you just let your imagination go wild, but it's in a positive way instead of that negative way of like wherever your thoughts are taking you. That is seriously like the biggest thing, because it is so important that you have something to look forward to. And you have to realize all those things are attainable as long as you apply yourself one way or another. You can literally do anything you want. Literally, like, it's just, you can have it. You just have to apply yourself and figure out like what it is that you need to do for yourself to get to where you want to be. They don't have to be some crazy goals like a millionaire's house or anything like that. It doesn't have to be anything crazy like that. It doesn't have to be a Lamborghini. It doesn't have to be stuff like that. But just looking it up, even, you know, even if it is a Lamborghini, that's fine too. Just look it up, look up the color of it that you want, the interior of it that you want, what color rims do you want. Just let your imagination go wild, but in a positive way. And that, I do that at nighttime personally, because then it gives me something else to think about instead of whatever I'm dealing with in real life. I try to like escape to my like future, I guess, world, my imaginary world. I don't want to call it imaginary world because it is attainable, like I said. Hopefully sooner than later, of course. We all want to think that, but stuff takes time. It does. But like I said though, this is one coping mechanism that is seriously, it's really beneficial for me. I hope it is for you too, or if you've already tried it. I know a lot of people do that kind of thing already, I guess, but I had never heard of it, so I'd say it's worth looking into. And I'm always on Pinterest looking for quotes and just inspiration, things like that. Keep those too, and you can keep, like, it's not just materialistic things that you aspire to have in the future. It's also like your character. Like, what do you want to be your characteristics? Do you want to become more honest, less dishonest? Do you want to become more, you know what I mean? Like, that was the first thing that came to my mind of what's opposite, because I can't think of any opposites. But basically, like, okay, like if you're sad right now, then I would say go on Pinterest, find either a picture that makes you happy, or even just the word happy, whatever it is. Screenshot that one, keep that one, and then in the future, you know, okay, I want to eliminate the sadness and I want to gain the happiness. Stuff like that. It's not just materialistic, and I'm telling you, it works. Like, then, like, you can do it throughout the day if you ever get a chance, if you get bored, whatever. And then once you have it all saved, maybe you start feeling down about yourself, or like you're just having a rough day and you're like, you know what, why am I even here? What is my purpose? Go back to those vision boards, even though it's not like a physical thing. It's still, even if it's on your phone, just look at those pictures and remind yourself anything is possible and anything can happen. And the biggest thing to remember is that if you're not here, you can never stick around to find out. You will never get to see your dreams come true if you choose to end it now. I've had to remind myself, like I said, the past few days have been horrible, and I've been starting to feel myself go back to the dark place. I've been overwhelmed with just all these responsibilities and new projects that I've started and everything, and it's like, okay, I know that I need to take a mental break. Like, I know that I do. That's how it is. And I had to really take a step back, because I was like, why am I here? Like, I was crying, having these mental breakdowns, like, why am I here? What am I doing? What is my purpose? Why am I here? What do I have to look forward to in the future? Truth is, it could be anything. I just don't know what it is yet. And I know that when you're going through depression, and I know especially when you have anxiety on top of that, it is just like, it crushes you on the inside. Like, your soul literally feels like it's being crushed, and you feel like, okay, why would I even try to keep going? So, like, this video, and I never think to say this at the beginning. I always say it like we're like almost 10 minutes in here, I guess, but it's not just like these videos. I want people to feel like they have someone they can relate to, because I'm just being honest, but it's also for like parents of those who are going through it, family members, friends, support systems, so that they can understand too. Because like when I was going through this before, like I've said before, I would never in a million years open up about it. So I'm probably willing to guarantee that they're not going to open up about it, especially if they're like in their teenage years and stuff and they feel embarrassed and ashamed, which seriously, one of the biggest goals I have in life is to start to normalize the discussion around mental health and mental illness, because it's not, and people are too afraid to talk about it, even to me for some reason. I don't know why. And it's just like, if we would normalize it, then we could all understand better. We could understand like why there's like something flying, and I'm pretty sure it just went in my eyeball. But anyway, the videos I make are for the support systems as well, to understand the perspective of those who are dealing with the depression, dealing with the anxiety, dealing with the suicidal thoughts, because on the outside you can't always understand, like, okay, well, why would they feel this way? Like, I'm giving them everything I possibly can. And for those of us who go through it, we're like, we realize that, and we realize that's probably what it looks like for them, and it becomes that much more frustrating. So I'm hoping to like shed some light on all of it for everyone. anyone watches these. But yeah, so for those who are going through it and for the support system, you can like recommend doing this for those that are going through it. Pinterest, Instagram, whatever, but I'm gonna say Pinterest has more stuff and it's more easy to go through and scroll, because then once you find one thing, then more stuff like it comes up. I mean, I was looking up like tattoos, like dream tattoos, dream houses, dream cars, dream everything, like just everything that I want in the future, and then screenshot those and remind yourself that it is attainable. Like right this second, it might not seem like it is, but it is. Anything can happen today, tomorrow, the next day, next week, next month, next year. You have no idea what kind of opportunities are coming to you. You could have so many blessings on their way to you right now, but if you choose to end it, you are not going to get to see that, and I can't stress that enough. Because I keep hearing about, like, people just find out too late, and then there's suicide notes, or there's suicide attempts. And like I've said before, my biggest problem that I have with everything about it is that it takes someone trying to commit suicide, trying to take their life, ending up in a hospital to be taken seriously. And once they make it in that stage, from talking to people who have been on the inside and the psych units and everything like that, they're not doing what they need to help these people. This is why more suicides are happening in those places, and I'm not trying to scare anyone. I'm just trying to be realistic about things and explain, like, this is the reality of what it is. And yeah, there's statistics that I could read off to you again. I've done it before. I think they were last year's statistics. I guess I can't do this year because we're in the middle of the year. And I can only imagine how like those stats have to go at least doubled, like, honestly. Because I've had my doctor say to me, like, can you imagine, like, even those who, like, aren't suffering with mental illness, they're going crazy because we were on lockdown, we were on, like, everything that's going on is so crazy, and now, like, everything else going on, it's enough to put, like, I don't want to say a normal person, but someone without a mental illness, it's enough to make them feel like they have a mental illness. So imagine what it does to someone who already has a mental illness. And then add isolation on top of that, add being locked down on top of that, seeing everyone wearing masks, this whole fear of the coronavirus and everything else, plus everything going on now with all of the hatred that's going on in the world. It is awful. So just, if you have mental illness, or if you know someone who does, just be extra cautious right now, because everyone is dealing with the same thing. It's just harder for those with a mental illness right now, because it's all of this every day for us, plus now seeing everyone else freak out on top of it. So it doesn't help, and it's just turning into a rant. I gotta stop doing that. But yeah, the whole point here is Pinterest. I highly recommend doing that. And then anytime you start to feel like giving up, you start to feel helpless and hopeless, like you're not gonna get anywhere, you stop whatever you're doing. I don't care what you're doing. Stop what you're doing, look at your phone, or even print them out, make an actual vision board, which is even better, and look at it. Remind yourself of what can possibly be obtained. Anything can be. I'm pretty sure I just used the wrong word. Attainable, obtainable. Yeah, nice going, Jada. Okay. But for real though. And then once you have like your whole little thing put together, every night before you go to sleep, look at it. Remind yourself, okay, this is possible in my future. I can have this in my future if I apply myself and figure out how to get through all of the anxiety, the depression, everything. If I can push through it, and if I can figure something out, I can have anything I want. Remind yourself that every single night, and that way you're going to be able to sleep better and easier, and you're less likely to have those nightmares. You're probably going to have dreams. You might even dream about the pictures that you have saved that you want in your future. Like, you never know. And that's going to help when you wake up then too. You're going to start your day with a positive mindset. So it all comes back to that vision board idea. You can either make an actual one, which would be great, but still, even if it's on your phone, at least that way it's always with you too, because I know you always have your phone. So yeah, I'm just gonna highly recommend a vision board. I probably have before, I don't know, but I shouldn't say vision board, let's make up a word, I don't know. But make an album on your phone, screenshot them from Pinterest, add them to the album, go through it, remind yourself. You can even get lost in the picture. Like, just look at a picture, even if it's like a dream vacation place. Look it up, find a picture, keep it, and just look at it. Just imagine what you would be doing, imagine like what it would sound like, just all of your senses, just think about it. And it usually should work to pull you out of even a panic attack. I know some panic attacks are so bad that like nothing, I understand. But when you start to feel it coming on, just stop and look at like a picture, like wherever, I don't know, Hawaii, Florida, whatever. Just look up a picture that calms you, it makes you feel calm. It's like, wow, I wish I was there right now. And just think about all of the senses, including touch. Think about it. Like, you can close your eyes and you can just think about it. Like, what are you doing? Where are you at? Who's with you? Like, what's going on? And then use all of your senses, and like, it's almost like you're I sound crazy saying it, but it's almost like you're leaving this mind and you're going somewhere else and giving yourself that mental break that you need. It's like going on a little mini mental vacation somewhere else. That's worked for me. I'm not going to say like during a panic attack, because I can't say when I'm going through panic attacks, I'm like, forget it, nothing's working. I just have to like breathe, do like all the other things. I will try though to look at the pictures then, but usually the pictures are what help more so like when I feel it coming on, like the onset of it. So, but I really do highly recommend that you do that. Look up things that you want in your future, remind yourself that you can have it, but also remind yourself you won't know, you won't get to see it, you won't get to have it unless you are here. So you have to fight every day. You have to be here tomorrow, you have to be here the next day, next week, next month, next year. That sounded weird, but you have to be here to find out. I can't stress that enough. So there's like, you cannot give up, because you can't take what's temporary right now and make a permanent decision based off of whatever's going on in your life right now. I know it can be horrible. I know it can be so bad and feel like, you know what, there's no way, like I need this all to stop. I need the pain to stop. I need it all to stop. And then it feels like, okay, the only way out is death. Wrong, wrong, and wrong. The way that you need to handle it is do what you need to. Like, seriously, explain to those around you. And this is why this is for the support systems too. This is turning into a long video, so I'm trying to sum it up here, but do what you need to get through each day. Keep looking at your vision boards. Keep realizing that there is more to life than today. It might have been a bad day, but you know what? Tomorrow could be the best day of your life. You have no idea unless you're here. Another thing I'm going to say that I probably should have said before in a different video. Every night when you're going to bed, keep a journal, and no matter how bad your day was, find one thing that you were grateful for that day. Just one thing. And if there's more than one thing, you can either write down all of them or pick your favorite. It could have been like a horrible day and you feel like it was the worst day of your life. Just find one reason, one thing that got you through that day, the one thing that you were grateful for in that day. Just keep a journal. Seriously, just write it down. You can even write like what day it is and write what happened. And this is another thing that you can always go back to, just like the vision board pictures or whatever, however you keep it. Because you can always go back to it and you can always remind yourself, okay, these days felt horrible, but look at what happened. Look what came out of it. Look what I was grateful for.